Hey there, Regina Ainley here, and it is time for another AI Spotlight. This week, we're talking about AI research, and there is no better tool, in my personal humble opinion, than Perplexity for AI research. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually live demo it here for you. And tomorrow, if you jump in the group, the Friday freebie is actually using Perplexity. So it shows you exactly what to do step by step by step. So if you've never used it before and you want to use it for doing some research, it'll be your step-by-step guide. So why AI for research? Let's start there. Well, I don't know about you. I'm a little bit older. I'm in my 60s. Yes, I'm in my 60s. And I remember back when research meant, microfiche, going to the library, looking through microfiche, or looking through old newspapers, or looking in encyclopedias and that kind of thing. We didn't have the internet. There was no internet. Research was a very difficult manual thing. So when you had to research a project for school, let's just say I learned to hate research. As much as I loved finding out the information because I love to learn, I hated the physical part of having to go do all that research because it was just crazy. Encyclopedia, you're at the library, you're at the table, and you've got 15 books out in front of you. Then came the internet. And then you had 15 tabs in front of you because you start doing some research and you open up Google, or you open up Yahoo search, or you open up Internet Explorer, or whatever it is that you're using for your browser, Safari. And then all of a sudden you go and you start searching for something. And that search brings you to maybe open up a blog, an article, a white paper or something. That one brings you to something else. Now you have 15 tabs open there and you're trying to figure out, I just need I need 5 statistics to put in my lead magnet. Why is this so difficult? Enter Perplexity. AI showed up, and AI made it super easy to do research. Let me see if I can make this just a little bit bigger. All right, here you go. And as you can see over here in my history, I use Perplexity often because when it comes to creating content, when it comes to setting things up, yes, you can go to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will do research, and it will cite some sources. You can have it cite the sources. Claude, same thing. Perplexity is my go-to because there is just so much more that you can get out of it, and it makes it so much easier to find what you're looking for faster. And it's easier to vet that information, meaning, as we always say, it's on the internet, it has to be true, right? Wrong. It gives you that opportunity, an easy way to make sure that it's actually accurate data that you're using for maybe your lead magnet. Maybe you are, I have one client who wrote a lead magnet for stroke survivors, and she wanted some statistics on strokes. How many women over a certain age survive a stroke? What's the percentage that get fully functioning again? All that kind of thing. She wanted some real stats. And I'll tell you, if you went manually out, you found different numbers all over the place because there's a lot of different information. Perplexity makes it so much easier. So I'm going to do a really easy, simple demo. And then I highly suggest, if you want to use Perplexity, come back tomorrow into the group here and download the freebie. It will post at 8 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning, as always. It's all about using Perplexity. So I have a couple prompts. I'm just going to copy and paste them. This is how I might start. So I'm a business strategist, and I might want to know, what do business owners struggle with? Now, it's kind of broad. It's kind of general. It could apply to anybody, but let's just see what it comes up with. So cash flow, finding and keeping good employees, time management, balancing growth, common pain points. So while this was really general and broad, if you ask ChatGPT or Claude this or Gemini this, you might get some completely different answers because it's just a little bit too vague, right? But as you can see in here, it actually gave me some good things to start with. And it might give you something to follow up to say, ooh, this is the area that I want to go. The thing about Perplexity, see all these at the end? It's telling you exactly where it got that information. So now you can go back, Forbes. Forbes is a pretty reputable site. I would probably believe what is posted on Forbes versus someplace else. Health Assured. I don't know what Health Assured is, but I can go and click on this and it's going to bring me over to whatever it is, and it's going to show me that piece. So it's going to actually give me the information. If I click on one of these, it will show me where it's going. So I don't have the whole screen shared, so you're not seeing everything here. But as you can see, this is the key. And then here's some more, it gives me some follow-ups on things to look at here for that topic. So I said, what do business owners struggle with? Now, if I'm looking for the pain points and I'm a business strategist, it might be a good spot. Or I could say something like this. Copy, and I'm going to say new. And I'm going to get a little bit more specific. And I'm going to say, I did write the prompt before, so we're going to say in 20, what are the top 3 challenges coaches and consultants face when trying to attract new clients in 2026? See how much more specific that is? Now let's see what we get. So what this is doing, this is searching. So if you went to Google and you just opened up a Google tab, a Yahoo tab, whatever, and you just type that in there, what do you get? You get a whole list of different sources. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to go into this one. I'm going to go into this one. I'm going to go into this one. What Perplexity does is it goes into all of them, gives you the summary. And then if you want to dig deeper, all you need to do is go in. This was a LinkedIn article. Standing out clearly. This is another article on the internet. This was from Facebook. This was, what is this? Build and monetize agency. How to get consistent coaching clients, the 6 systems. So, and this is all the exact stuff that I'd be looking for if that was my topic. Now, see, I just got more specific. That's all I did there. So now, if I say, you know what? That's what I'm looking for. Now we're getting somewhere. I can go in, and again, I have another prompt here. Let me copy it. Whoop. Fat fingers here. My copy and paste. Copy. And then I go over here and I say paste. Based on those challenges, what kind of content topics would resonate most with coaches and consultants? So now I'm getting more specific. You know, I asked up here, what are they trying to what are they facing? Okay, so what would resonate most with them right now? So it's already gone through and looked at some of the information. So here's the thing. Perplexity is going to go out and it's going to check and see, what are people searching for? What do people actually really need? So it knows the things that are likely going to resonate right now are the same 3 problems: differentiation, trust, and consistency. So topics that will land: clear positioning and niche clarity, proof and process, trust building. These are all great angles to work with, right? So now I've got everything that I need to start building whatever it is that I'm building. If it's a content, if it's lead magnet, you can come out here and say what I did for that client who is writing the lead magnet for stroke. I said, I'm looking specifically for statistics for women over 55 who have had a stroke. And it gave me a whole list of things from a whole bunch of different articles. Some of them were medical white papers. Some of them were just blogs. Some of them were from LinkedIn articles. Some of them were from other sites for stroke survivor consultants. So when you think about doing that research, research has never been easier. Once you have this and you know what you want, you're not going to create your content in here, but you're going to take this and say, okay, now I know exactly what I'm bringing over to Claude, over to ChatGPT, over to Pocket Marketer, over to whatever tool you're using, Gemini, Manus, wherever you're going with it. Now you have the stuff that you need. If you're looking for statistics, what I did was I found the statistics that I was looking for. I was able to go in, pull them, cite the source, and add them into the lead magnet. Easy peasy. So much easier than it was, say, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Absolutely easier than it was 20 years ago. So when you think about doing research today, research has never been easier than it is right now. So if you're looking to create an offer or content or a lead magnet where you need some statistics, maybe you're creating a website and you're building a website for your business, and maybe you're a nutritionist and you want some stats on people and why they fail when they work with nutritionists, why they don't meet their goals. You can go find that and say, and on your website, here's traditionally why most people fail when they work with a nutritionist. Here's what I do differently. Here's why you will succeed with me. You could use that in your marketing, right? You could pick all those pain points out so you can alleviate all of those questions that people have of, why you? What is it that you're doing different? Well, statistically, here's the results that most business consultants get with their clients. I do things a little bit different. I get a different percentage. I get a higher percentage of success because I do things differently. You can use all that everywhere in your marketing content. So that's what I've got for you today. Stay tuned tomorrow for the Perplexity. Basically, it's a cheat sheet to go in and start using Perplexity for your research. Try it out. I'm using the free version here, by the way. This is the free version of Perplexity. And the free version is just fine. If you have a ton of research to do, lots and lots and lots, it does work by credits, and you can actually upgrade your plan. It's like $17 a month for the higher plan, gives you more credits, gives you a little bit more info and that kind of thing. But honestly, the free plan has literally been all I've ever needed. So when you think about doing your research, don't think of it as being something hard or something tedious. It's actually really super simple if you use AI. So that's what I've got for you today, and we'll see you next time on the AI Spotlight. Bye for now.